It's your boy here, dressed like he's ready to take down Bambi's mother. Here to talk about something very funny. Or not. Depending on who you are. Yeah! So here I am to tell you about something that's close to my heart. And this is no joke when I say this shit. But this is information that has helped me throughout life on several occasions. And I am giving it to you! Now you're probably wondering. Well this guy, he plays guitar, he plays Yu-Gi-Oh!, he plays games. Well, besides the other stuff I do not tell you guys what I do, how does this guy make some money? Well, I learned when I was a kid, at the young age of 10 years old, that trading cards carried a monetary value. And yes, I am talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Big shocker. Because back then, cards were pushing outrageous prices even back then. It's like a cycle, right, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is a cycle that repeats itself quite frequently in Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't matter how long you've been in the game, how long you've seen this game, how many trends you've seen. It always ends up into positions where some cards are just going to be more expensive than others. How do you anticipate what cards are going to be more expensive than others? Well, here's how to make it. Here's how to make $1 off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? In Yu-Gi-Oh! There are 3 main factors regarding a card's price. 1, there is, of course, the meta tax. The meta tax, how often this card appears in a meta deck, how sought after this card becomes, how much population is with the card. That's number 2. The population of a card. And number 3, personal interest / hypes / waifu tax. Yes, cards that are aesthetically pleasing are going to be very, very expensive in Yu-Gi-Oh! Buds. Yeah, sometimes the Canadian slips out of me. I have to. So, why are those things very important? Well, in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are 2 branches of how the card game is played. There is TCG and there is OCG. OCG usually gets card packs up to sometimes 6 months before the TCG does, which is very huge foresight for the TCG players, because if you pay attention to what the OCG is doing, there is a great chance, not a huge chance, there is a great chance that some trends going on in the OCG will happen in the TCG. And it is reasonable to assume that certain cards that get spoiled ahead of time, i.e., new example, Bonfire. Bonfire got announced way ahead of time. When Animation Chronicles 2023 came out, which was like midway through 2023, we still got the spoiler for the card ahead of time because we still got the OCG spoilers for the set. And people have had months to prepare for this card to come out. And this is an example. the hype price at pre-sales, where this card was going for $130 to $135 just for an ultra rare card. This isn't the first time we've seen this. This happens. This actually happens very much like a trend in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosmo Farm Girl back years ago. Another example of an ultra rare that really pushed out Honest before Honest got like 100 other printings. Honest way back when. Yes, I'm going way back when. And even the Light of Destruction Honest is still worth a pretty penny to this day. That actually, that was a secret rare. I am sorry. I mucked up there. That was a secret rare. Okay, if we're talking about ultra rares, Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, when it first came out, it came out as ultra, secret rare, and ultimate rare. Because for some reason, Konami thought that was a very good idea. It used to be really expensive, guys. So, the question is, how do you know these cards are going to go up in price, Devin? Well, you don't really. You just got to really... you just gotta look at the utility of the card. You gotta look how its usefulness, its population, its point in the meta, and like you're going to see cards come and go that will be stupidly expensive. An example of a time I made a bunch of money at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional, might I add. Yes, this was back in 2017. Sit back, sit tight. This third video, we're talking about 2017 for a little bit. It's a London regional. Sorry, I almost said Toronto. And I went up there by train. I got there a little bit early. I got a free buffet because for some reason there was a fruit bat flying through the Skyline by Hilton, and this is going to sound outrageous, might I add, but it's true. They had started getting the hotel staff to come try to catch this bat, and they just weren't doing it. They got two of the shortest people they could, and it just wasn't working. They tried one more dude who kind of was almost built like me. And I told him, yo, I've worked on a farm. I could help you here. I've caught animals before like this. And they're like, okay, what do you need? I'm like, okay, I need a sheet. So the bat, I have him chase the bat down towards me, and I catch him with the sheet, and I let him outside. And I got a free buffet for that because it was really creeping out the baristas at the coffee bar over there. If y'all have seen the Skyline by Hilton in London, you'll know what I'm talking about. So now, go on past this random ass bat story. And because I knew Turbo Pack 2 had anti-spell fragrances, which were at $20 a piece that day, might I add. $20 a piece. And here's what I did. I didn't even have to pay for entry this day. I did not have to pay for entry this day because, well, technically I did, but it gave me the 5 packs, and in those 5 packs was an expensive card, a banger at $170 that I sold to Team Sam X1's where he used to hang around, Dolly's Toys the Game. Not sure if he still hangs around Dolly's, but yeah, I sold it to Dolly's for $100, and I got a bunch of cards I needed from them, and I got money for it. So with that money, I just went ham going around at the packs that I knew had the most output, right? And I got so many high rarity cards and expensive cards that day that I just moved in that same day. I made like $530 at that regional, fellas. I made a week's worth of someone's wages off of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in one freaking day. And wow. I still play this NFT card game where I just buy cards. I know they're going to do well. I sit on them. Or I pre-buy. I pre-buy cards I know are going to go up. Because why not? It's a free world. We're allowed to look at things. We're allowed to look at sales histories. We're allowed to look at card sales histories. Yeah, this doesn't even have to be applied to Yu-Gi-Oh, fellas. You could do the same stuff for Magic the Gathering. You could do the same stuff for Lacrona. You could do the same stuff for Pokemon. Because in all of these games, there is a premium on cards that follow very similar parameters to what I said the Yu-Gi-Oh card prices are based off of. And I feel I have gone on a little too long about this. You guys got a little history lesson from your boy Devin about when he was a little younger. Yeah. 7 years ago, man. 7 years ago. That was when I was 21. Let that sink in. I'm 28 right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm turning 29 in April 25th. Remember that.